Trail Seeker Adventures heads to round 5 of the US Sprint Enduro at the Old Mill Farms in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. We had an awesome weekend of racing. I got video throughout the weekend. I'll be bringing that to you, as well as the cross test and the enduro test. Let's check out what round 5 was all about. I will be getting you a full lap of the cross test and the enduro test to show you what it was all about this weekend. But first, let's check out some video that I got throughout the weekend.
Round two, the 99. It'll be the 109.6.
How was your race day today?
Good.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
How about you? Did you have fun today?
Yeah.
Looking good. You okay? Got it?
Women riders need to come to the riders meeting ready to check into that first cross test here.
Thanks for the invite. See you in a little bit. Good riding out there.
After a long, hard weekend of racing, it's time to gather your awards and head home. But before that, I'm going to take you out on the cross test and the enduro test. First, we started out the weekend on the cross test. In case this is the first time you've watched one of our videos on the US SPRINT ENDURO, we are racing the clock. You line up in your class. Every 15 seconds, a new rider will hit the course. You try to go as fast as you can without making mistakes like this one. Each day you have 3 tests. You have 3 on the cross test and 3 on the enduro test. By the end of the weekend, you'll have 12 tests completed, and whoever does that in the fastest amount of time will be the leader in your class for the weekend. You do get points for both Saturday and Sunday, but the overall results is from both days combined. I am still nursing a sore knee. I tore my ACL. Going to have to get it replaced at the end of the season. But for now, I'm out here trying to get some video. I'm actually was able to get up to a little bit of speed this weekend. Here on the cross test, I'll be squaring off the turns, especially on my left-hand turns. I have my bad leg is my left leg, and my thought process is if I come out here, square the turn off, I'll have less chance of dabbing my foot throughout the weekend. The cross test here in Southern Maryland, it's going to be in mostly all field grass with a sandy soil with a hard clay base. This is test 1. I'm going to show you test 1 of the cross test and the last test of the enduro test of the weekend on day 2. Right there I slipped a little bit, and that's what I'm afraid of with this bad leg. Throwing my leg down and having to dab. I've already done that, and I honestly feel that I had a ripped ACL, and when I dabbed at the round 1 US Sprint Enduro, I finished it off. I found here on the first test the dirt was still a little wet, and I actually got more traction out here in the grass. I'm pretty slow on my left hand turns, and it looks like I'm pretty slow on my right hand turns. But the goal was to come out here in the grass, try to get some traction, do the best I can for the weekend. I actually felt like I was almost up to my normal speed. At the end of each test, I look at my results. I'm about 10 to 15 seconds off the leaders in my class, which don't sound like a lot, but it is a lot in this format of racing. By the end of the weekend, that's minutes. I was somewhat disappointed in my results because I felt that I was going faster than I was, but whenever you're injured and you're taking a little easy in the turns, that adds up. You take a half a second in each turn, that is a lot of time by the end of the weekend. So even though when I came in at the end of this first test, I felt like, all right, I'm almost back to what almost full potential, but then I looked at my results. I'm at the back of the field, but that's okay. I got throughout the full weekend without dabbing. Well, I did actually put my foot down a few times, and actually 3 times, 2 on the cross and once in the enduro. I went to go down. I could have caught myself with my foot, but I decided just to fall over. I wasn't going to dab my foot. I thought, I'm just going to fall over. So 3 times I just fell over because I didn't want to throw my foot down. As you can see, I'm out here in the grass. As far as squaring off the turns, it worked pretty well for me out here on the cross test. Some of the longer sweeping turns, such as this one, even though this is a right-hand turn, it didn't work out as well, but on the sharper turns I was able to come in, go wide, make my turn, and then come straight out of the turn. I'm on my 2020 Beta 430RR. I've been racing my 300RR 2-stroke, but I felt on this course it's going to be better for me to be out here on my 4-stroke, which I absolutely love my 4-stroke. In case you've not watched one of our videos, we are Trail Seeker Adventures. We grab the GoPro, strap it on, and go out. Whether it's a race event or a ride park or a hiking trail or snowboarding at Snowshoe, you name it, any adventure that we go out that has a trail related to it, we bring the camera, bring it back, throw it on the computer so you all can see if it's an event or a venue or a ride park or a race event that you would be interested in it. That way you know whether that's something you want to do with your friends or family before you even get off the couch. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. We are Trail Seeker Adventures. I believe the cross test is usually around 3.5. I think it's a little longer on this day as we come back through the little section of woods back to the finish line. And the woods also Runs around about 3.5 on each event. Depends on what the property has to offer. But this is the cross test. I'll come in and give Heidi a little update. She'll be going out next. And then we'll get you right over onto the Enduro.
Well, I didn't get past.
Did you? Was it slippery?
It's not too bad at all. I have found out in the grass is better.
So just stay out in the grass mostly.
So you go out for your cross test. They find out where you stack up with your class. Unfortunately for me, I'm in the back of the class this weekend. So the faster riders get to go out first. I'm lagging in the back, so I'm either the last or next to last to hit the Enduro test. And I kind of like racing against my class where I can see it. This is something definitely new, but it also opens your eyes to seeing how important every little second counts out here on the track. You make one little mess up, like I made a mess up in actually right here. I changed my mind in the last minute. There's a few different lines through there, and unfortunately I didn't make my line up quick enough and got stuck between two trees. That's just a little pointer for you. Make sure you make up your mind, whether it's a rut or whatever it is. Pick a rut and stick with it. Don't wait till you get close to it and then change your mind. Just stick with your decision. It's going to be better in the long run. But as you line up, they'll line you up as far as your time, and that's intentional, so you can come out here and race the track and not other riders. Sometimes you'll catch a rider, whether it's a class ahead of you. But if you're a beginner or a moto guy wanting to try to check out the woods racing format, this is a perfect opportunity for you to come out, and you'll get out and do one test, 3.5 miles, maybe 10-minute lap time or whatever your speed is. You come in, you rest, you check your bike out, talk to your friends, then you get to go out and hit it again. So even if your endurance isn't up to speed, this is a good way to get out and get on the track. This weekend on round 5, the Enduro was a little tighter than normal. Basically had to deal with picking the right lines throughout the woods. With it being tighter, the ruts in certain areas got a little deeper here and there. You had to decide whether it was faster to go through the rut or try to find a smoother line around the rut. Usually the rut was the quickest line, but with me and a bad leg, I'm trying to find the smoothest line, even though that wasn't really the smoothest. If this looks like something you're interested in, make sure you check out round 6. It's April 23rd and 24th at Track 93 in Fairmont, West Virginia. If you want to know what the Track 93 is all about, I have a video to where we went out and checked out their 6.5 mile loop. It's a motocross park, but they also put in a 6 mile loop throughout the woods. The first day they opened it, some friends and I went out and checked it out, and I got a video of that. Check it out before you come out to round 6. My wife Heidi likes this format because she don't like having to be out there in the woods and worrying about people lapping her and running her over. She gets out here with her class and girls her speed, and they battle throughout the woods for the weekend. Basically, Heidi really only sees the girls or the vintage or whoever is close to her in speed, so she can focus on her race, not having to worry about pulling over and letting faster riders go by. As you can see, it is ribboned on both sides of the course. They're usually shorter and less technical than a normal hare scramble. This is the last test of the weekend. It was an enduro test, so this is as rough as it got, which it wasn't really all that bad. I had a couple spots where the ruts got a little deep. It had a unique feature close to the pit area. You had an option either to go over a log. Actually, there were two logs. You had an option to go over it or around it. The logs really didn't look that bad to go over, but with a bad leg, I didn't want to take a chance to have to catch myself or dab, so I chose to go around it all weekend. And it had a pretty cool little barn you came through, just something different. And then here at the top of the hill, they had, I don't know if you call it the matrix or the corkscrew or whatever you want to call it. But you come out here and you just basically make a long right-hand turn, which I didn't mind the right-hand turn so much. It felt very slow through here. If you race this event, leave a comment and let me know how you felt about the little corkscrew thing here. But once we turned and went back the other way with my bad leg, I was even slower coming back this way. Definitely a unique feature that I've only seen at one of Billy's races. I've seen it online before, like over in different countries, but I've never seen that here before. I went through the right lane or line. It wasn't really the fastest, but it was the smoothest, and that's what I've been looking for more than anything. Just trying to get through this season. Probably be getting my knee operated on in August sometime. Hopefully get back out here and get back up to speed. Could have went ahead and got my surgery earlier this year, but then it's a little tough to be down loading bikes for Heidi. She loves this series. We have a beach trip and a Hatfield McCoy trip coming up, so we're just going to get all those taken care of and then go out and get my leg taken care of. If you've not heard of Hatfield McCoy, we've got a couple videos on that. It's a trail system in West Virginia. You buy a pass, a 1-year purchase. You can go to all the different Hatfield McCoy's trails throughout the southern West Virginia area. Make sure you check out our video if you're looking for a place to go ride with your family. Beautiful weekend here in Southern Maryland, it was a little windy, which made it tough for the crew to keep the ribbon up. But we're coming in towards the end of the Enduro test. I finished 5th out of 6 that was in my class. Definitely wish I could just get out there and race at normal speed, but for the most part I still absolutely love being out here on my dirt bike with my wife and friends, coming through the cool little barn here. But make sure you like and subscribe to our channel if this is the type of thing that you're into. We are Trail Seeker Adventures. You can go to YouTube. Get a little messed up in front of everybody. Go left there and jump the other part of the tree, or go around. As you can see, I went around. But make sure you like and subscribe. Go to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram. If you see us at the track, there's a gentleman came up to us and was talking to us. Unfortunately, Heidi got a foot peg to the leg. She got a hole in the back of her leg, and I had to, as you can see, she's limping a little bit. Unfortunately, I had to get her bandaged up before she can go back out. I'm sorry, whoever you were. I didn't get your name, but make sure you stop by next time. We'll get to talk a little bit more.
Thank you.
But we're wrapping up the round 5 video. Make sure you come out and check us out at round 6. Stop by and say hey. Thanks for watching.